Hello, this is Dr. Hui Liu from San Jose, California, United States. My email is IBridgePy@gmail.com. IBridgePy is an easy-to-use Python platform to help traders to build algorithm trading robots. It can backtest and live trade with interactive brokers, Robinhood, and TD Ameritrade. You can download IBridgePy from www.ibridgepy.com. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because more tutorials are coming.
In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about import Python packages. Also, specifically, I will talk about how to import dependencies for IBridgePy. I'm going to use my Mac to demo the system, and this tutorial will be specifically focused on the system on Mac system. So first, to run IBridgePy, you need to understand what Python version you are using, so that we will talk about using just type in Python or some others in the command line to find out what Pythons in my system and where are they from. Then I will talk about the Python package manager, which is pip, PIP. And then we'll talk about how to list, how to see what Python packages has been installed and are ready to use. Then I will introduce the concept of set packages, because the Python packages will be literally saved into a folder called set packages while using pip as the Python package manager. Then I will talk about how to use pip to install individual package. Here I'm going to use pandas as an example, because pandas is a very popular package to handle the data for data organized into something like a spreadsheet, and it's very powerful. Then at the last, I will talk about how to install dependencies for IBridgePy using pip. Okay, let me open a terminal, and this is the terminal I'm going to demo. So the first step is to understand what Python versions I have in my Mac. So in Mac, if you have Python, actually in Mac, there's a default Python, which is Python 2.7. And but probably if you have installed other Python versions, it may not become the default Python. Okay, so the easiest way is to open a terminal. If you have Python, then you say Python. Then enter, it will show up like this. You can tell. Actually, after you type in Python, interactive Python console will jump out like this. And there's some warning. And based on the information here, you can see Python 2.7.16. And this is the default Python right now. And you can say, for example, we can do print or something like, for example, a equals to 1 and then a like this. This is just an interactive Python console. But the main point is, by typing in Python, I know I evoked Python 2.7. So when you are running IBridgePy, if you say Python run me .py, which means the default Python you're using is Python 2.7, which means you need to download IBridgePy for Python version 2.7. And to demo, I have many Pythons. I can say Python 3 and see what is this one. Oh, when I type in Python 3, then this time Python 3.9.0 jump out. And for example, a equals to 1, and a still same thing, but right now I'm using Python 3 3.9 actually. This is the one Python I have. Also, I have 3.8. So you can see this is the Python 3.8. Or even I have Python 3.9. You can see this one, but actually they are same Python. You can tell this one. And by this demo, what I really want to explain is, you can tell I have installed many Python versions in my Mac right now, so that you need to understand which Python you are using to run IBridgePy on Mac system. Different Python actually coming from different folders. To find out which Python comes from which folder, the command is do this, which. The command is which, and let's say which Python I'm using right now. It tells me the Python executable is coming from root users bin Python. This is the Python, and this Python is actually default Python 2.7 right now. And to exit like this, then let's quickly check other Pythons I have. For example, let's see which Python 3. Oh, coming from different folder. The previous one come from the user bin Python, but this one is a user local bin Python 3. Then let's quickly check what's Python 3.8. Oh, different. Actually, this one is a Python 3.8, but under the same folder. Then let's check what is Python 3.9. And there is also a 3.9 coming here. Okay, this demo shows you I have multiple Python versions in my computer, in my Mac computer, and I use which to find out where this Python really come from. The next demo is to talk about Python package manager. The command is pip actually. Also, it has some number attached. It's possible to see what is connected to different Python version. And if you install Python, pip is automatically installed for you to use. So the first demo is, let's run pip to find out what actually let's see which pip. This comes from here actually, which means it comes with the default Python here, and let's run pip list. It gives me a long list, which is the Python packages has been installed and is ready to use. So you can see I have different packages stored already. Also, let's check which pip 2.7. Okay, it come out from this location. And then let's run pip 2.7 list. It gives me a list. And actually, they are different folders. I will show you later. So in summary, to find out what kind of packages you have installed, you can use pip or pip 2.7 or even pip 2.3.9 if you have this pip 3.9 list. So you can tell this pip 3.9 is connected with Python 3.9. However, I didn't install many packages to my Python 3.9, so that you can see only 3 packages, and this is the pip actually installed. So you can see I don't have a lot of packages go with my Python 3.9. Then you may ask, where are these packages are stored in the Mac system? Where are they? And actually, to demo that, the concept is we are going to talk about set packages. Set packages is a folder name. Typically, it's under Python's folder, and all of the Python packages will be saved in set packages. Let's do a demo. For example, I want to say pip 2.7, which is associated with the default Python 2.7. Let's show pandas. Pandas is a Python package. So you can see the set packages is under library Python 2.7. So which means if I go into this package, this folder, I will see a list of installed Python packages go with Python 2.7. Let's do a demo. Let's go to there and then list. You can see they are saved here, exactly there. So they are ready to use. And let's go back to default. Then the next demo, let's do pip show pandas again. This time I use pip. I want to see which set packages folder I'm using right now. So you can say, oh, actually, if I just say pip, this pip is associated with my Python 3.8. You can tell it's here. And this pip, the reason for that is the location for this pip is Python 3.8 set packages. So using this way, I can tell which set packages is associated. The next demo is to install individual package. For example, I will say 2.7. If you want to install something, you just say pip install. Let's say pandas. I have pandas already, but let's try to install it again. Okay, from the message here, everything requirements already satisfied because I have Python, I have pandas already there. You can tell PYTC and pandas is already there. You see library Python 2.7 set packages and the version is there already. So it did not install pandas again actually. Okay, let's change to pip list. And let's try pip install pandas. And as I explained, this pip is associated with my Python 3.8. This one. Oh, actually, it installed something. Download PYTZ because the pip is a package, Python package manager. So it actually actively checks the dependencies. If my system have the latest dependency, and it found out I don't have the latest PYTZ, so that you can see successfully, because my current PYTZ is this version, but pip successfully uninstalled the previous version and installed the latest PYTZ. So which means pip is a very good package manager to help us to always on top of the latest Python packages. And let's try the next is pip 3.9 install. Actually, let's do this list. I don't have pandas on pip 3.9 at this moment. Let's do pip 3.9 install pan. Let's install PYTZ as an example. PYTZ. Okay, then let's pip 3.9 list. So we can say PYTZ install there. And you can see successfully install this one. And after pip install PYTZ, you can see it's installed already. There. The last demo is I'm going to talk about how to install the Python package dependencies to run IBridgePy. In IBridgePy, there's a folder, actually there's a file called requirements.txt. And if you open it up, you will see different Python packages and the required version is listed in this file. You can see NumPy, SciPy, PyTZ, Pandas, etc. are required to run IBridgePy. You can install them one by one as I have demoed. However, there's another way to install all of them at once, which is to run pip, let's say 2.7 as a demo, install. And first you need to go to the folder where IBridgePy is saved in your local folder. My local folder is called Yellowstone IBridgePy, and then I want to install. -r means it needs to look for the file and install every dependencies listed in this file and install all of them at once. But I have all of dependencies listed installed to my Python 2.7 already, so that you can see everything is already satisfied. If it's not satisfied, then pip will automatically help me to install that. So with my Python, so after we have installed all of the dependencies for IBridgePy, then we can try to run IBridgePy. So let's try it. 2.7 runme.py, and then it should start. Oh, sorry, I just forgot to just change something there. Let's do it again. Okay, you can see runme.py successfully runs example show positions because I have installed IBridgePy for Python 2.7. At this moment, let's try to run Python 3.8 and then try runme.py again. But it will fail because right now I installed IBridgePy for 2.7. However, if I use Python 3.8 to run IBridgePy, it will give me error message. So you can see some strange messages, but anyway, in nature it tells you you are not using the correct Python to run IBridgePy. For example, we will run Python 3.9 and try to run me.py again to see what's going on. It tells me there's no pandas. No pandas means because let's check pip 3.list. You can see I don't have pandas in my Python 3.9. That's why it complains there's no module about pandas. Then let's try 3.9 install pandas. However, even if we install Python pandas to Python 3.9, it still fails because the IBridgePy in my current setup is for Python 2.7, not 3.9. Let's run it again. Okay, same error message, which means I'm using Python 2.7, but I try to use Python 3.9 to execute IBridgePy, and it failed. So the conclusion is, for Mac users, you need to find out what Python version you are using, and then download the correct IBridgePy version.
Thank you very much. For any questions, please send an email to ibridgepy@gmail.com. If you need any help on coding, please check out our well-known Run a Coder service. More tutorials are coming. Please don't forget to subscribe. IBridgePy is an easy-to-use Python platform to backtest and live trading. Thank you very much.